And people in Senegal who are studying English as a second language speak English better than Gambians. That's amazing and ridiculous. That is something that I think our education authorities should be concerned with. And that is something they should address. You know, education is important, but what we mean is quality education. Not half-baked products.
Yeah.
You know, half-baked products are more dangerous than products that are not baked at all. And I think we need to put every iota of strength that we have as a nation into improving and maintaining a high-quality standard of education for our children and their children.
Okay. Well, now we'll come to what do you specialize in, that is agriculture. Ms. Njai, we used to have cotton, we used to have groundnut, then...
Plenty of it. GPMB was...
GPMB, you know. Then you know was a time halal yang nursery school yang be for a cotton university. Nowadays, if you look at agriculture, the president has called back people back to the land. Those days, nobody was called back to the land, and things were really organized. What is the problem now?
Now, let me just take the last part of what you said.
Okay.
Back to the land. That command sentiment suggests you were there before. You were on the land, you left the land. You are now being invited to go back to the land.
Yes.
The solution to that problem lies in resolving the issues that drove you away from the land in the first instance. A lot of youth in those days, even those who were going to school, would rush during the summer holidays to go back home to help their parents on the farm. Voluntarily. Because farming was seen as useful and beneficial. Not a way of life as most people say. I disagree. Farming is a business. The farmer is a rational economic being. He is involved in it because of what he can get out of it. We have allowed our agriculture and farming to deteriorate to a point where it doesn't even support a medium-sized family. This has resulted in some people being pushed off the land to look for greener pastures around the greater Banjul area. And unfortunately, those pastures aren't here. Now they're looking further to Babylon. Between the early 60s to the mid-70s, agriculture was moving by leaps and bounds. These were the days when Gambia used to produce between 150,000 and 175,000 tons of granules per annum.
Okay.
Paddy rice, 50,000 tons used to be produced by agriculture at Sapo, which was the main research station for rice. Not from any commercial endeavor, but simply by bulking up the products from the various experimental plots. This would be milled and it will be brought to Banjul and sold to the public, and everybody enjoyed it. But the institutional support structures that were there are no more there. We had a very small but very robust and effective adaptive research system in Yundum, Ginoy, Sapo, and even Basse for cotton. We had a well-coordinated extension education system to transmit research findings, technology, new technology being developed, to the farmer's door and assist the farmer to adopt it for his own benefit.
Okay.
We had a well-coordinated input, purchase, and distribution system. Post-harvest losses were properly dealt with. There was ample dust to protect groundnuts, and there were other chemicals available through the Department of Agriculture to assist farmers store other products like food products. Today, all these institutions have been dislocated, and I believe in most cases for selfish reasons. We had a holistic Department of Agriculture approach. Today we have a balkanized Department of Agriculture with all kinds of directors appointed left, right, and center, and each moving in his own direction, non-coordinating with the other. So it looks more like a state of chaos than the organized agriculture that I grew up in to manhood, and acquired most of the knowledge that I have in agriculture through that system.
Where do you think that it could be corrected back to olden days? Because I mean, if you look at other countries in the world, farmers are very rich. I mean, they in fact they help government and they help individuals to become something or somebody. In Gambia, they say the farmers are poor. Maybe because you need tractors, you need so many, how do they call it, tools or...
Let me quote Professor Theodore Seuss.
Okay.
He said in third world countries, farmers are efficient but poor.
Okay.
The poverty is not their fault. They are efficient. They have managed to be at equilibrium with their environment. You see, every one of us, without exception, every human being is conditioned by his environment.
Okay.
What you can be, what you can achieve is largely determined by your environment, although you have to make your own effort too. Farmers have done the best they could do, but the environment is so hostile that they need some assistance to bolt out of that vicious cycle, at least to expand the radius of that circle, so that they can move at a higher plane of productivity. For that to happen, we have to get back to where we were in terms of institutional strength. We Gambians, all of us, it's unfortunate, I'm a Gambian like anybody else. I think I'm more Gambian than you because I've lived longer in Gambia than you anyway. You know.
No worry, I'll give you the...
I was born in Gambia before you and most Gambians today.
Okay.
And I have been Gambian ever since. But Gambians have a unique tendency to tinker with things. We tinker with things. We try to fix what is not broken. We had an institutional, organizational structure in agriculture which served us very well. And then we tinkered with it and destroyed it. Bring back the organization structure that was here. Simple. I'm not even talking of monies. I'm talking of reorganizing our agriculture the way it was. You're young, but you can remember the mixed farming center system. That was a fantastic system to stand between research and technology development on the one hand and the farming community on the other hand. Everything they wanted. We talked about education to the doorstep of the people.
Yeah.
Why not agriculture to the doorstep of the people?
Yeah.
That was what we had. With the mixed farming center system, we were able to bring agriculture within 1 kilometer of every farmer anywhere in the Gambia. When I was an extension officer, junior extension officer, I served in Jao Mixed Farming Center. I opened Kuinala Mixed Farming Center. I opened Mankamankunda Mixed Farming Center and Jiroba Kunda in Basse. I served in Sarengai and I served in many places. I will do my work for the day. At night I would want to be listening to music or studying, and you will hear a farmer with his donkey cart is coming. He will knock at my door. I want 10 bags fertilizer. I want this, I want the other. I will wake up or get up, go and open the store with my hurricane lamp, get him the fertilizer he wants or the inputs he wants. I will write a receipt for him, receive his money, lock it up in the safe and fill my books and go home, go back to my whatever I was doing. Today, where do you have that? The mixed farming centers have all vaporized. There's not one standing, except the residual thing here at Wellingara. I don't know what they call it. It's no more a mixed farming center. But certainly, it used to be the center where all the instructors in the Gambia for mixed farming centers were trained and then distributed across the country. We had a fine coordinated research system in soils and water management, in agronomy, in pest and stock, field pest and stock product research, and so on and so forth. Those are no more anywhere. Okay. I hear them talk about integrated pest management, whatever that means, but I don't see any institutional structure to support whatever they want to do in that place. So this is the issue.
kon bis bu bees mu gën fi mën fi wuteeg ña fi nekk neex lool nag ba jéggi dayo te mun lu ne nag gis nga lii podor kon bis paay la lii ay la podor kon bis la boo xam ne dañ ko togg rek ak liñoŋ def salade bii nag di podor kon bis boo xam ne bii pooj ex la bulet a ngi nii ci podor kon bis ñu ne déet na waaye ay da ma jël podor kon bis rek génne rek teg ci palaat bi ay da gis nga bii mooy podor kon bis bi nga xam ne rôle la waaye ay da li ci gën a tee doy waar nag seetal li ma def ci podor kon bis cere laa ci def te xoolal nga mun cee reer mun cee ndéewoo mu neex ba dee baax ci yow ba dee yëpp ci Podor kon bi la dana fi indi xéewal bi AMC trading ñoo fi indi léegi sa tuuti AMC trading xam nga leen Podor kon biif maa leen ko wax jëndi leen ko def ko nii ma ko defee mu jox leen loo xam ne nii musu leen koo am ci kon biif fii rek ngeen ko mun a amee man yéen maay seen